Hey gardeners, this is Linda, an old Yankee gardener. They're finally here. My red wiggler worms for my vermiculture. I ordered them from Uncle Jim's Worm Farm. I'm affiliated with him. I'll put the link in the description below. And let me show you what I've got set up. Now, if you're thinking of setting up a worm compost, make sure that you have all your stuff ready because the worms come within 2 days and you don't want to leave them in the box because they're alive. So they need water and they need food. So let me show you what I've done with my containers and you'll get a better idea of what this is all going to look like. All right, let me turn you around. Okay, let me show you what I've got set up here. This is the northwest side of my property, and it gets some sun, but it's cool, and that's what the worms like, cool. So I'm going to set up 3 totes. I've partially prepared all of them, and I'll show you them at different stages, and then I'll show you what my worms look like. I'll open up the box and show you what they look like. All right. So these are my totes, just regular totes. I drilled holes on the sides and holes on the top. And in the bottom, I put toilet paper rolls. That's going to be my bedding. So I got 2 of them set up with toilet paper rolls. And I've got another bag full of them over here. And then this stuff I'm also going to use for bedding. And this is just egg cartons. Egg cartons that you get at the store, and I rip them up, make sure there's no stickers on or price tags on them. So I rip that up, and that's going to go in the bucket. And then this came, I don't know, something I bought, probably my green stock, came with this paper. So I am going to wet that paper and put that on the top. You can also put newspaper on the top. So you want to make sure that your bins have moisture and food. Now, these are just cement blocks. I kind of leveled it off, not perfectly, but there's going to be 3 bins up here against the fence. And then in between the bins, I'm going to have these, kitchen dishwashing tubs. So what will happen is the tub is going to sit on top and the water is going to trickle through into this tub. And then let me show you what I've got on the menu for the worms. These are just my kitchen scraps. Pieces of lettuce, cucumber, old crinkly carrot. Make sure you take these done produce stickers off because the worms can't digest this sticker. So we'll take that off and put it in the pile. And if you can, cut it up in little bits. You can also put it in the food processor and make it a slurry and pour that in. And then I'm going to put some more of my dry leaves, which I have everywhere, and then some dirt that needs to be turned into soil because that's the job of the worms. So this is the soil that I'm going to put in. This is just stuff that I had from potted plants, that I'm reusing it. So that's what's going on there. So let me get these totes filled up. Like I said, you need some bedding material, cardboard, shredded paper, coconut coir. is something else that people use. You need some soil, some little grit or some little sand that they can use to help digest the soil. You need water, of course, so you want to keep this wet, moist, not soaking wet, but just wet enough. You want holes in your containers so that they can breathe. And you want food. Your kitchen scraps. Don't put any cooked food in here. Don't put any meats. Don't put any dairy. Just kitchen scraps, vegetables, and things like that. That's your green. So the way composting works, you have green matter and you have brown matter. So hopefully I showed you all the pots. And then I'm going to put this together and then stack it up on my cement blocks and show you the end product. And yes, I'm going to show you the worms, how they compact and what they look like when I open the container. They'll be kind of sleepy from their postal journey, so hopefully they won't all get away. The worms like darkness, so the minute they see the light, they're going to scramble. So I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, I finished filling all 3 of the totes with the bedding material, with some soil, with some leaves, and also some kitchen scraps. So now is the time for the unboxing of the worms. So here's the box that I got. And you got to do this right away because you don't want the worms to be dead. So let's see if I can open this box. So this is what's in the box. And here's the worm advice. So it says that these worms are going to be a little bit dehydrated because they've been in shipment for a couple of days. So you've got to add about a half a cup of water and then just dump the worms in there and then they rehydrate. And there's some information about, you know, whether you're going to put it in your lawn or a bin or whatever. So, and here's Uncle Jim. Let me get this open. It's always the way in the suburbs when you're ready to film, someone's going to mow their lawn. So let me see if I can get this done so you can see what's happening. I don't know if you can see in the bag, but there's peat moss in there. And I'm just going to dump this whole bag into this little thing of water and rehydrate those little buggers. So you can see there's a few of them that are kind of moving around slow. But like I said, they haven't had any food or drink for about 4 days, so they're looking for moisture. So I'm just going to mix this around because I'm going to divide it up into my 3 totes. And what you do is just make a space in the material, the stuff in the tote, and then put them in there, and they will move down. So I'm going to give them a few minutes to hydrate a little bit, and then I will put some in each of these 3 totes, and then put some wet newspaper on the top, and that'll be it. When you feed your worms, you feed in one corner. Next time I feed, I'll feed in this corner and that corner and that, and all the way around, etc., etc. So that's what I've got for you today, and I'll keep you updated. It's going to take a couple of days for them to get moving, but they're alive, and Uncle Jim guarantees that the worms will be alive when you get them. So, and if they aren't, you need to call them within 48 hours. That's what it says in the little instruction thing. So, yeah, I'm in good shape with these. I see worms. They're moving. I'm hydrating them. I've got their environment all prepared, and there's food in there for them. So we'll check back in a few days and show you the progress. All right. So if you learned anything, if you like this video, hit subscribe. That helps my channel. Hit the like button. Hit the notification button. That way you'll know when I post another video, and share this video with your friends in social media. All right. So like I always say, I'll see you in the next one. Happy gardening.